sir.
Hello guys, we are now entering the realm of the finals, so it's going to be rather exciting. We're going to watch CheckPrime, who is actually Boom Prime, he's the Zerg at the bottom right, going up against Fenix, and I feel bad for him in these spots, him being CheckPrime.
Oh, yeah, Prime, an amazing player right now, but Phoenix, he does show that he has skill, but every time Phoenix plays against Prime, Phoenix has lost, so I'm really curious to see if Prime will win, or Phoenix will come out on top. Well, I mean, only time will tell, of course, but this is Typhoon Peaks. What are your opinions of how each player should play this out?
Well, the great thing about Typhon Peaks is that Czech is going to be able to get a very fast third. This really accessible third is great for Zerg. The only issue is going to be these rocks that exist in between these two bases. This is a direct pathway to hit Czech Prime by Phoenix. I mean, obviously it can work the other way around, but it's going to be especially powerful if Phoenix decides to do something like a siege tank push. It's going to force Czech into a choke, and it'll be able to splash damage him all to hell.
Yeah, that definitely very true there. As you see, the barracks is going to be going up for part of the wall off. I'm not sure, is this a position where he can actually use the barracks to wall this off when he gets like a tech lab or reactor? I'm not quite sure.
He can easily, well, in this position, you're not going to be able to utilize the reactor as part of a wall off, but it
Okay.
can easily just get it without any issues from anything. The supply depot will just go below it, and that wall off will be completely complete, to say bad words in a way.
And I'll pick it up a little bit from there. There's a hatchery going down for Check Prime. And he's getting the hatchery, he's getting the extractor out as he's going for that spawning pool. Of course, as many of you may know, extractor before spawning pool allows you to get enough gas for your metabolic boost. And we will be seeing that Phoenix will be going up in the north and seeing exactly that there's no base there. Because the cool thing is that when you're in against Zerg, all you have to look for is creep. If there's no creep there, there's no base there. So then you can just go scout to a different location. It allows you to get that scouting time a little bit faster, especially since Zerg have that advantage of overlords just going around the map and seeing where you are.
Yep, and I do want to point out the perfect building timing of the barracks and the reactor. If Phoenix decides to go for a Hellion opener, he will have the barracks literally finish that reactor within 2 seconds of that factory finishing. And that is just awesome.
Mm-hmm. Supply depot going down, completely wall off his front. We'll be able to lower those supply depots whenever he needs to. And the expansion for hatchery is down. Or sorry, the expansion for prime is down. And that will allow him to get that econ up a little bit faster. And yeah, right now it's very standard play coming up from Prime. And same for Phoenix. Just curious to see what is going to happen soon. 1-1-1 build for Phoenix. Normal fast expand with metabolic boosted Zerglings out for Prime.
Yep, and now in this little bit of a lull, why don't you talk about how this is the finals and everything that's happening in this special Zotac Cup?
Okay, so Prime fighting his way through the entire cup. I woke up right when the finals were starting. How lucky am I getting asked to join here? And Prime, I've been seeing him play. He played last week, did a great job, so did Phoenix. Both players are definitely deserving of first place. Like, don't get me wrong here. They are both amazingly good at this game. So what do you think about these both these players?
I think they're amazing, but right now these Hellions are going to go ahead and try and get up to the base. Probably not going to succeed, and there they are, and not going to do much damage, but this is going to be pretty easy for Check Prime to go ahead and throw. But actually, now there's 4, it's going to be a little bit harder. Spawn crawlers are on the field. This is a wide natural expansion. And we can see, Phoenix is going directly into the main base. This could be trouble. He's going to get a lot of splash damage shots on those links. More links are coming out. He's doing this very effectively. Check Prime is doing a great job of actually microwaving against these, but there are a lot of explosions happening in terms of fiery deaths for little tiny Zerglings.
But as you saw there, all Prime wanted to do, he wanted to get rid of those Hellions. Those are so dangerous to have around his drones. I mean, he's like, I don't care if I lose most of my Zerglings, I just need to make sure I can take down these Hellions. And he trapped them into a great position. He actually used some of his Zerglings to put them into a corner, and then moved over and took them down. And it looks like your sound's not on. Just make sure you don't press F10S.
Okay,
Uh,
fine. F10 option. I'm gonna click on it. That's what I did. And let's turn it even louder. I mean, I already had it at 50, trying to hope that that would happen.
oh yeah.
Um, Hopefully you can hear
Are
a
you
little
sure
bit
that
now.
you haven't pressed Control S before? Because
It's
it's going to
always
disable
enabled. I
sound.
I never
Okay.
disable it, so that's not an issue. But now we're gonna see a Phoenix. We're seeing Phoenix go for a Banshee. If he went for a Phoenix when he's Terran, that would be oddly impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but here we are. Multiple queens are now here. Oh, Phoenix is gonna have to retreat with this Banshee before he loses. Okay, he's not gonna lose it. All right. So now here we go. We're gonna see that 14 health Banshee is actually gonna manage to escape. I think that's actually 2 more shots from a queen, and it would go down. Yeah, 2 more shots, and it would have gone down.
Might be seeing a show match between this Banshee and this one Queen. This one Queen only has like 30 health points left compared to this Banshee with 14, which is definitely devastating.
I think
There's
the
a Viking out on the
queen
field.
would win. I think the queen would actually win that. And there's the good old kill off those overlords Viking. Now this reminds me of Corsairs in PvZ and StarCraft Brood War. All you Brood War guys out there, yes, it is still alive, and we still talk about Corsairs.
Of course, I love Corsairs. They're so useful to go around the map and be like, screw you, overlords, you're going down.
Yep, and now we are seeing Zerg poke up a little bit to try and see what he can see, and he misses the command center, the factory, and everything. He's also losing a few of those links to the Banshee. These guys are running around trying to be annoying, just making sure they can go ahead and stay stable. There are Spore Crawlers inside each of the mineral lines to go ahead and help against those Banshees, but CheckPrime is doing a good job of spraying his creep, and he's now being very active. A lot more being thrown down by his queen, his extra queen. A great use of it is to go ahead and spray creep, but Phoenix is now taking that natural expansion.
And yeah, Phoenix is going to be taking that expansion, like you just said. As we see, the Viking is just being used very, very well right now. Sniping up all these overlords, I love it right now. Only need one to do so, and it's just so annoying for the Zerg players. You see that even supply block Prime for just a moment there.
Yep. So these guys are running around and looking around here. The 52 drones for 33 SCVs is very much in favor of Zerg right now. You can see that Workers killed only one after a Hellion play and Banshee play. That is massively in favor of CheckPrime. Massively.
Yeah, for sure. As we see, I'm just questioning why Prime wants to keep all these overlords here kind of just bunched up. It's very dangerous, especially if there's going to be a huge anti-air push thrown in, especially with these Marines. As you can see, the Marines are going to be chewing up all these creep tumors
But
here.
no, they can't see these left two mostly creep tumors. You have to scan again if he realizes that the creep is not receding. So CheckPrime sees his entire army. Oh my god. And the Hatchery just finished at his third. It's got half health already. Now Stim Marines are going to start wailing on it. And this Queen is getting aggroed in. He's going to go down. Or she's going to go down, I mean. And that's going to go badly for her. Oh god.
Oh man, looks like Prime has a little bit of Banshee issues now. So he had to just take her down, shoot her down, and dump her pretty
Yeah.
much. It's a sad day to be a Banshee in this world. And Phoenix gonna be going for an eBay. Wants to upgrade his units as fast as possible because he needs those Marines to have that defense in case those Banelings come by. I mean, Banelings do 39 damage each. That is very huge. And yeah, Marines don't have too much defense here as they're going for this fourth expansion.
Yep, they forced to cancel on it. But the way to look at it is that without combat shield, one stim and one baneling explosion, and it's a guaranteed death to the Marine.
Mm-hmm.
With combat shield, they can survive one baneling explosion and one stim, and still be able to deal damage. Right now, CheckPrime is doing a double expansion because he does want to make sure he gets Kami up very strong. But with Lings and Banelings out with the +1 attack, that's a very healthy bit of damage. And Mutas are on the field as well. This is going to be quite interesting. And actually, looking at this, we see Burrow being researched by CheckPrime. Very nice. This might be a way that he wants to actually defend against some of the harassment, is just burrow those drones.
Yeah, definitely very, very useful. I mean, because he has to force a scan. If say Hellions were to go into your expansion or a drop, and then you just burrow your drones, forcing a scan is like forcing your opponent to spend 300 minerals because that's what a mule can acquire
In
its
the
time being
well,
alive.
well, actually, there's a multiple ways to look at that. In the early game, yes, it's spending. Once you get
Mhm.
to the mid-ish, late game-ish, it becomes more of a matter of potential that the mule is. It's not necessarily a loss. It's just I'm going
Mhm.
to invest rather than getting future minerals. I'm going to invest in killing off your potential to have other resources like map
Mhm.
vision, awareness, and in some cases, it's going to allow yourself to save 300 minerals by scanning ahead of a drop and not dropping if you have defenses.
Oh, there are banelings
Ooh.
actually burrowed in front of Phoenix's Marines here. And this is actually a very good position. This is a choke. So, I mean, if the Marines will no doubt run directly over here. He might even use his own Mutalisk to pull this over. But it looks like he's not going to go for it. And oh no, the transfer from the SCVs are actually going to be caught off guard as the Mutas move out and try and take some of those down.
And they do. They get a couple kills. Right now, 5 kills have been against SCVs, which is always nice. But this third base is going to go up in favor of Terran as well. 15 minutes in, he's got 3 bases, but 4 bases for Zerg. So it's actually economies are looking to be pretty even. 73 drones, 59 SCVs, but mules are on the field as well. But 4 base distribution. This is powerful income from the Zerg.
Yeah, right now, especially with these mutas out in the field, and look at this creep spread. He's like, well, my queen has so much energy.
Oh, he saw the Banling bombs. He scanned ahead to go for the creep, and it landed to actually managed to hit those Banlings.
Oh no, he's gonna. Oh no, that queen just wasted all her energy on those creep tumors. Every single one got sniped off. That would have been so helpful for Prime to get that creep spread all over the map there. But wow, Fenix doing an amazing job of just sniping off that creep. And here's a little bit of a muta push from Prime.
Yep, he does have a lot of mutas out. 14, not quite the 16 number that's oh so magical at times, but he is getting his +1 attack, and he is going to be able to work on this quite easily. And we see that actually a drop going to be happening on the left side of this area, and there's going to be a Zergling to see it. Oh, Phoenix, you're going for a drop, and it's getting spotted. And my voice is going to go like this, as I'm going to be a little girl.
Yeah, right now we have, but the mutas are actually going to be here to counter. I mean, if they can see where it's going to drop, which you kind of can tell it's supposed to be on this fourth expansion here, but he's not going to go for it. He's actually going to go for possible harassment, but it's not going to work out. And now here comes the Octo drop. Octo drop has finally dropped out on the map. As the mutas are probably going to try and pull back here. No, they're not. So I'm quite curious why he's just spinning around his mutas over and over again.
Yeah, but now we have Spine Cars down here to defend, along with a lot of Zerglings, so it's going to be, yeah, the drop gets cleaned up quite easily, and those mutas are being effective, just sniping off tanks left and right. Ooh, very nice, very, very nice.
I think your microphone's a little bit too far from your face, dude.
Well, the stream, apparently I'm still really loud, and you're not, so I moved away from my face for them.
Alright.
Yeah, maybe turn your own volume up so it can actually be a little more even on your end as well, but we're going to go for the stream. Okay, but still, 25 mutas are on the field. This is a pretty healthy count on many levels. He's going to be able to go in and just destroy these missile turrets so quickly. Splash damage is wrecking everything. Very nice. He did lose 1 muta, but that is, that's still pretty okay.
Yeah, wow, this is a huge amount of mutas. Oh, 2 pages
Oh my god.
of Mutalisks.
Wait, we're seeing a triple expand all at the bottom left as these rocks are getting closed in, so Phoenix is going to try and push down the center. I mean, 2,500 minerals and 1,000 gas for a maxed out Zerg. He can afford those hatcheries. You can see those mutas are once again going to go ahead and harass and do a lot of damage and possibly force Phoenix to pull back, and it looks like he's not going to. He might just stick with this and just sacrifice this entire base to go ahead and push up these rocks.
Yeah, this is not looking good for Phoenix. Phoenix just lost his third expansion. He only has a 4th now. He just got his temperature tower up. So he's going to see that these massive amounts of Zerglings are going to be moving in, but these Marines don't stand a chance even when they're stimmed. And look at this. They're going to try and get this surround. There's no tanks anywhere to be seen. Banelings are moving up, but he's not going to be using those Banelings to really just kill the Marines. He's going to be using them to kill some of the tanks. And look at that. He burrowed his... Oh no, he burrowed all of his units. This could be very crucial here. I don't think he should have done that because of that scan being down the ground. And these mutas are getting chewed up. Phoenix showing that he can hold the push, but he cannot hold it much longer. For mutas are so much more dangerous now on the field, considering these just tanks. They cannot shoot up in the air.
Yep, and now, yeah, those only 12 units are left. But look at the food counts: 175 to 118. We have Broodlords and Corruptors coming in. Hive Tech has been researched. We're looking at the upgrades for air. You do have +1 attack, and that is it. But let's look at the melee ground unit upgrades. You got 2-1. That works for the Broodlings as well, and that is the main damage dealer of those Broodlords.
Yeah, and but right now we have, yeah, like you said, Broodlords coming on the map. Zerglings moving in. Going to be able to Baneling bust anything they want, and looks like they're going to be going for those Marines there. They really want to hunt down an SCV line, and looks like they're going to be going for it as these Lings are gunning for it. And Fenix, GG's,
And
out of the game.
CheckPrime wins game 1 of a best of 5.